Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 16th of December 1985, and the title is How to Become Right Hands. Today, Bap Dada is seeing his many arms. 1. The arms are only the basis of performing actions in a practical way. Every soul performs actions with his arms. 2. Arms are also said to be a sign of cooperation. Cooperative souls are called right hands, so the hand is an addition to the arm. 3. Arms are also shown as powers, shaktis, and this is why it is said physical power, bahubal, power of the arms. The arms also have other specialties. 4. The arm, which means the hand, is a sign of love. This is why when people meet one another with love, they shake hands. You were told the first special form of the arms, that is, of putting thoughts into practical action. All of you are the Father's arms. So, can you see these 4 specialties in yourself? Can you know yourself which type of arm you are on the basis of these 4 specialties? All of you are arms, but check yourself against these specialties, whether you are a right hand or a left hand. The first thing is, to what extent have you put into the action, that is, into your practical life, the Father's every elevated thought and word. Actions are things that people can very easily see practically. Everyone can see and easily recognize actions. You can have an experience through actions. This is why everyone says this, but demonstrated by doing it in a practical way. When they see it in your practical actions, then they would accept that what you are saying is true. So together with thoughts and words, actions are also such that they make everything clear, but being a practical example. In the same way, are the right hands, the right arms, revealing the Father through their every action? The specialty of right hands is that they always perform auspicious and elevated actions. The speed of actions performed by a right hand is faster than those performed by a left hand. So, check in this way. Are you always performing pure and elevated actions at a fast speed? Are you the right hands who perform elevated actions? If you don't have these specialties, then you are automatically left hands, because it is the highest on high actions that will be instrumental in revealing the highest on high Father. You reveal the Father with your spiritual drishti, or through your face showing spiritual happiness. This too is an action. So, have you become those who perform such elevated actions? In the same way, arms means the sign of cooperation. So check, do I cooperate with the Father's task at every moment? Do I always cooperate with my body, mind, and wealth? Or do I only cooperate sometimes? In worldly work too, some are occupied in work full time and others are part-time workers. There is a difference. There would be a difference between the attainment of those who cooperate only sometimes and those who cooperate all times. Some cooperate when they have time, when they have enthusiasm, or when they are in the mood. Otherwise, instead of cooperating, they would be those who are separated in yoga, no longer connected through yoga, Vyogi. Therefore, check, have I become completely cooperative in all three ways? That is, with my body, mind, and wealth? Or am I only half cooperative? Do I keep my body, mind, and wealth engaged more in my body or bodily relations? Or do I use them for the Father's elevated task? To the extent that there is the household of bodily relationships, so there is also just as big a household of your own body. Some children have gone beyond the household of relationships, but they use to a greater extent their time, thoughts, and money more for their own body than for God's sake. The household of your own body is also a big web. To remain beyond this web is known as being a right hand, simply to become a Brahmin, to have a right to be called a Brahma Kumar or Kumari is not called always being cooperative. However, to be cooperative is to be beyond both households and to be loving in Father's task. There is a great detail of the expansion of the household of the body. Baba will clarify this at some point. However, check yourself to see to what extent you have become cooperative. Thirdly, arms are a sign of love. Love means a meeting. Just as meeting bodily being is to shake hands, so too the sign of those who are right hands or right arms is that their thoughts, words, and sanskars would be in harmony. The thoughts of the Father would be the thoughts of those who are right hands. The Father doesn't have waste thoughts. The sign of this is always to have powerful thoughts. The words of the Father always give happiness. They are always sweet words. They are always elevated versions. They are not ordinary words. They always have an Avyakt feeling, a soul conscious feeling. They are not words with a gross feeling. This is called love, that is, a meeting. Similarly, there is the harmony of sanskars. The Father's sanskars are always of generosity, benevolence, selflessness. In fact, there is a lot of expansion of this. In essence, the Father's sanskars would be the sanskars of those who are right hands. To become equal in this way means to be loving. Therefore, check, to what extent have I become this? Fourthly, arms means power. Check to what extent you have become powerful. To what extent have your thoughts, drishti, and attitude become powerful? The sign of those with powerful thoughts, vision, and attitude is that because they are powerful, they are able to transform anyone. They create an elevated world through their thoughts. Through their attitude, they transform the atmosphere. Through their drishti, they give the experience of the bodiless soul. So, are you such powerful arms? Or are you weak? If there is any weakness, you are a left hand. Now, do you understand who would be called a right hand? All of you are arms, but which arm are you? Recognize yourself through these specialties. If someone tells you that you are not a right hand, you would try to prove that you are and also be stubborn about it. But recognize yourself as you are, because there is now still a little time to transform yourself. Do not be careless and think that you are fine. Your conscience bites, but arrogance and carelessness also do not allow you to bring about transformation and move forward. Therefore, become free from that. Check yourself accurately. Self-transformation is merged in this. Do you understand? Acha. To those who constantly bring about self-transformation and who maintain thoughts of the original self, to those who constantly check all specialties in themselves and thereby become complete, to those who are always beyond both households, to those who remain loving to the Father and his task, to those who always remain free from arrogance and carelessness, to such intense effort makers, to such elevated souls, Bap Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Bap Dada meeting groups. Do you always experience yourselves to be spinners of the discuss of self-realization? The discuss of self-realization finishes many types of spinning of Maya. There are many types of the spinning of Maya, and the Father liberates you from that spinning and makes you victorious. Maya cannot stay in front of the discuss of self-realization. Do you have this experience? Every day, Bap Dada gives you love and remembrance with this title. Therefore, always remain powerful with this awareness. Always maintain a vision of the self and you will become powerful. Remember that you were and are the elevated souls of every cycle and that you are already the conquerors of Maya. Always keep the knowledge in your awareness and maintain the happiness of that. Happiness enables you to forget many types of sorrow. This world is in the land of sorrow, whereas all of you have become confluence aged. So, this too is fortune. You are those who always make yourself pure with the power of purity and also give inspiration to others for them to become pure. Are you not? You have to reveal to the world the specialty of being a pure soul while living at home with your family. Have you become such courageous souls? With the awareness of being a pure soul, become mature yourself and continue to show this practical example to the world too. Which souls are you? You are the souls who are instruments to demonstrate making the impossible become possible, the ones who spread the power of purity. Always keep this in your awareness. Do you Kumars always consider yourselves to be conquerors of Maya? You are not those who can be defeated by Maya, but those who always make Maya accept defeat. You are such powerful and courageous souls, are you not? Maya herself is afraid of those who are courageous. Maya can never have courage in front of those who are courageous. It is when Maya sees any type of weakness that she comes. To be courageous means always to be a conqueror of Maya. Maya cannot come. You are those who issue this challenge, are you not? All of you are those who move forward, are you not? Are all of you those who consider yourselves to be instruments for service? That is, do you always consider yourselves to be world benefactors and move forward with this awareness? World benefactors live in the unlimited. They don't come into the limited. To come into the limited means not to be a true server. To remain in the unlimited means, as the Father, so the children. You are the elevated Kumars who follow the Father. Always maintain this awareness. Just as the Father is complete and unlimited, in the same way, become complete, the same as the Father, and always remain full. With this awareness, all wastage will end and you will become powerful. Blessing. May you be knowledgeful and reveal the true knowledge after checking the ground, feeling the pulse, and seeing the time. This is the true and new knowledge of the Father. Only through this new knowledge will the new world be established. Always have this authority and intoxication in an immersed form. However, this doesn't mean that as soon as someone comes, you confuse them by giving them new points of this new knowledge. Give knowledge after checking the ground, feeling the pulse, and seeing the time. This is the sign of one who is knowledgeful. Consider the desires of the soul, feel his pulse, prepare the ground, but internally, definitely have the power of truth and fearlessness. Only then will you be able to reveal the true knowledge. Slogan: to say mine means to make small things big. To say yours means to make something as big as a mountain, like cotton wool. Om Shanti.